myself a cute little pillow to sit on. I'm just sitting on the ground, so... Super into the music. Oh, thank you. You're for a counting stream with the lush being used correctly, and we have to distract you. Well, correctly is definitely a term. Oh, I could get a loaf of bread out. I do have a nice fancy little loaf of bread that I could bring over here. I have a pomegranate, some banana chips, and some rosé. That's my current picnic spoils. Or a tuffet. I look like Snow White. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Marcus. Should it be water? Because I also have water. Or should it be rosé? I'm gonna drink some water and then I'm gonna open the rosé. Well, thank you, everyone. Oh, I don't need a corkscrew. It's a twist off. Haha. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Don't sip too strong. I know, I have such a large glass. I can fit like a half a bottle of wine in this glass. And then I've drunk like half of it in no time. So, dangerous glass. How was my day? Pretty rough. The past couple days, the past week have been a little rough. Have to be honest. I did enjoy Jazzercise yesterday, though. The stream was very fun. Thank you, everyone, for that. But definitely this week, in general, has been challenging. Thank you, Gold One. I haven't had this rosé before. It's good. Delicate and bright with layered flavors of fresh red fruit, melon, and citrus, leading to a crisp and refreshing finish. Layered flavors of fresh red fruit. You know how many fruits are red? Excuse me. It's a 2018. Oh, good year. Except not really. I don't know. Was 2018 a good year for you? I don't think it was a good year for me. Complain about something? Oh, okay. Here we go. I'll complain. But it'll be rough. My mother, had to tell her recently that I wasn't gonna come to any family holidays this year because my family isn't particularly safe about COVID, and we live in Texas where cases are bad. And my mom wasn't very happy about that. But she called me today. I mean, this was a couple days ago when I told her I wasn't going to come to any of the holidays. Which, I mean, some years I don't go to any of the holiday stuff anyway. So, especially not on a year like this, I'm not going to go to a bunch of bullshit holiday stuff. But, she called today. And told me that since none of the kids went to spend Christmas with her, and blah blah blah, mom complaining things, that she was gonna just go have Christmas in Hawaii. So my mom's going to Hawaii, and she just had a surgery that I don't think she needs, and she's in what I can only imagine is an insurmountable amount of debt, and I send her money every month, and she's using it to go to Hawaii, so I've decided fully I'm not gonna send her ass money ever again. I'm not sending her money anymore. She's fucking irresponsible. She's not responsible with money, and I'm not her parent, she's mine. So I'm not sending her money ever again. From this day forward. So that's gonna be hard. Because it's not about me feeling like I should send her money. I know I shouldn't. Okay? I know I shouldn't. It's about her guilt tripping me and me not wanting to just like implode our relationship. And that's not a healthy relationship. If I can't have a good relationship with my mom, or I don't send her money every month, then it's not a relationship worth having. So, but I have to tell her that I'm not sending her money anymore, and I'm really not looking forward to that. But I'm definitely not gonna do it anymore. Definitely not happening. But yeah, fucking frustrated, and I would love to complain about the fact that my mom goes to Hawaii every year, even though she is in so much debt. So much debt. She must put all of it on credit cards. I just don't understand how she can do it. And also, her husband has been unemployed for months, which makes me worry that she's gonna start asking for more money. So, it's the time to cut her off. And oh my god, it's horrible. So, thank you. Yeah. So I'm complaining about my mother, who is fucking irresponsible. Yeah. And it's not... Money has been kind of tight for me the past month also, because I stopped setting tip goals on my stream. And goals really do help people support the stream more. But I just don't know what to make the goals most nights. And so it's hard. It's hard to hit them. So that sucks. Thank you, Fog. So I'm trying to set goals again because money is a little tighter. And yet I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do. I'll chug a bottle of wine if you hit my tip goal tonight. I don't know what else to do. We're having a picnic. It's a lovely picnic. Oh, complaining. Oh, thank you, Pet. Good to see you. Hi, Pet. Oh, I started with just help pay groceries. Should I change it to that? A more wholesome, like, help me pay for rent this month. Oops. Or should I make it grocery? Oops. Yeah. Thank you, Gold One. Bust into my banana chips. I like unsweetened banana chips. I don't think they need any sugar. They're like a fruit. They're already pretty sweet. I mean, they're not as sweet as like dried apple or whatever, but I don't know. I don't see a reason to pay more for sweetened banana chips and get a bunch of like sugar for no reason. Don't need it. You don't need it. I keep the spreadsheet, so go back 8 or 9 months. Did I get more then or over the summer? I got more over the summer. For sure. Like, my best month, 1 month, and I'll be transparent with you about it because the income is really inconsistent. Some months, I make like $1,000, which is what I would be making, you know, minimum wage, and so it's like barely enough, but it's enough. And then there are other months where I'll make, you know, and over the summer especially, it went up a while because the stream was doing really well. I would make like 3,000 1 month or 5,000. I made 5,000 on my most month, and that was a lot. And I was like, wow, is it gonna keep going up like this? No, it didn't. But it's really inconsistent, obviously. I'm a streamer, so I don't know. And my rent alone for a 2-bedroom apartment is $1,400, so not great. I didn't get many good apartment options this year, as you can assume, because COVID. And I figured I'd be spending most of my time at home because COVID, and I'm a streamer. And so I splurged and I got a nicer apartment, and it's not fucking cheap. So that's been hard, and I think it was worth it, but it's still a majority of what I make just goes to rent. So that's a thing. Thank you, really, how much? Thank you. Good apartments are better for your mind. Yeah. I'd rather be in a good apartment this year than the last apartment I was in. And oh yeah, no, I'd much rather be in this apartment. And so it's worth it. It's worth it. It's just hard. But yeah, maybe I should change the tip goal to groceries. I don't know. Thank you, really, how much? Thank you, Marcus. And I do know that if I was ever like short and couldn't pay for anything, that I could tell the stream or have like a marathon stream where I was like, I need to raise this much money for this bill that I can't pay right now, and I know that I'd be able to pay it. And so I'm not like horrified that I'm not going to be able to pay something. But yeah. I also need to save money because I know that my self-employed taxes are really gonna suck. Because I haven't been doing them quarterly, which you apparently don't need to do until you've been self-employed for 1 or 2 years. So I'm okay. I'm not going to get any fees for not doing my self-employed taxes on a quarterly basis. I can do it yearly for the first couple years because it's inconsistent and I don't, it's hard to be able to do it quarterly when you don't know, what you're going to be making or can't even assume. But I definitely might have some marathon tax paying streams. Because somebody told me I should estimate like 30% of my income to taxes, and that made me real nervous. Because I gotta start saving harder, if that's the case. Money! Woo! $30 is about right. Okay. You have to estimate more. Yeah. And I mean, I'm gonna write so much shit off on my taxes because I can write off my new camera. I can write off new PC stuff, like I bought a new hard drive and whatever. I can write all that off as a business expense. I get to write off part of my apartment because this is my workplace, so I get to write off part of my rent. Oh my god, it's gonna be such a game of writing things off. So that's gonna be fun. But I also get to write off a portion of my grocery budget, like meals are counted as something that you can deduct if you work from home. So I mean, yeah, it's just gonna be a weird challenge. Thank you, Goldwyn. Thank you, really, how much? I'll want an accountant. See, I don't know. I don't know if it'll be worth it. Like, will I really get the couple $100 back extra from hiring an accountant if I don't make that much and I know all the things that I can write off? Will I really make an accountant's worth back? I don't know. I don't think so. So, I don't think I'm gonna go with an accountant. If I make less than 40K a year, I pay 12% on that 40 plus 50% in Social Security and Medicare. Okay. How is NaNoWriMo? Hard! Been hard. Recently, like this past week, I've just had to take a little bit of a break from it because it's just not, really, so, I don't know. It's something that hasn't been easy for the past couple days, but I still try every day to put it into my schedule and to make it happen, even if it's like 30 minutes, because I know I can catch up. I still have the whole rest of the month to catch up. I just have to, put the time in. But right now it's okay. Well, shit is kind of crazy to, focus on taking care of my health and well-being first and foremost. And if writing doesn't come out of that, it's okay. I don't have to, shame myself for that. Why don't I go find a boyfriend? Oof, yeah, that'll solve all my problems. I've heard good things about TurboTax. A lot of people I know use TurboTax. I've used TurboTax, but I think that I'm going to switch to Credit Karma because that one's completely free, and apparently TurboTax writes in a bunch of, you know, bills and lobbies for bills that make taxes more confusing so that they get more people, on their program, right? And I don't really want to support a company that does that. So I might switch this year. I don't know. But I've always filed my taxes online through a program like that. I've never seen an accountant, so. Really not looking forward to taxes this year, though. It's gonna be so much money. I'm definitely gonna pay. I'm not gonna... There's no returns are gonna happen, that's for sure. A woman needs a man like a fish needs a bicycle. Here's to that. Thank you really how much. I didn't already say thank you. Oh, okay, so it would be 15% on 40K, then 18% on whatever your income is after the deduction of that. Okay. That's interesting to know. Bet you're good at itemizing taxes. I try. I think I'm pretty decent at it. But, again, who's to say? And it's a weird... And I mean, I donate shit and get receipts for donating shit, so I, you know, write off donations to, you know... I write off a lot. I try to be very smart about my taxes and... try to really maximize my my returns and whatever. But I still know this year I'm not gonna have any returns, and I'm real scared about how much I need to have saved up for taxes this year. It's really not gonna be nice. Thank you, Land Shark. Thank you, Kenny. Hi. Yes. And thank you really how much. Better to oversave than under. Yeah, no, I'm definitely saving the best I can. But I'm worried. Yeah. I feel like all those savings are just gonna, you know, poof. After a couple years. Who knows? I don't know. I feel like they could poof any minute. And that's not a great feeling for the sake of my, I don't know, monetary security in my brain. Thank you, Gold One. Yeah, pure contract work and then ended up owing a lot. Yeah, I wonder if I shouldn't just start deducting 15% of everything I earn and putting it into a specific savings account for taxes. Or maybe 30%. What if I just put 30% of all of my income into a specific savings account just for taxes? For tax reasons. Would that just be stupid? I don't know if I could even do that. At least I wouldn't be worried if, you know, it disappeared during tax season, because that's what it's for. I don't know. And I mean, I do my budget on the 1st of every month, so it wouldn't be hard to calculate how much 30% of everything I earned was and put it into a savings account. That's a question. That's a question. We'll see how taxes are this year, and if I feel like it would be better to do that next year, I'll do that next year. I think that's a good course of action. I don't think I need to start that now. I don't know. Maybe I need to start that now. Oh, money. Why are we talking about taxes, darling? We're on a picnic. We're supposed to be enjoying ourselves, drinking wine, and talking about romance. Because last month was supposed to be finance month and you only talked about it once. Well, I talked about it a couple times, but you're right that I didn't talk about it as much as a whole month's worth of content. So. Having a picnic with your accountant. The sooner I start, the better. Thank you really how much. I appreciate your continued support this stream. Everyone please thank really how much for all the constant tipping. You can tell me all the things not to do in your 20s with money. Well, I feel like I'm pretty, as much as money stresses me out and as much as I might have a very difficult relationship with money, I feel like I handle it rather well. Like I budget and I save and I don't, you know, frivolously spend or anything. And I'm thinking about my taxes months in advance. So I feel like I'm already kind of on a good track. As far as money goes. Like I'm not perfect, but I'm not an accountant either, so. Gold One says, talk about the weather. Thank you, Gold One. Well, the weather is really interesting because fall in the south is not really fall at all. Fall in the south is, the weather is manageable for once, and it jumps really quickly out of nowhere between being sweltering again and then being way colder than you expected it to be. And then you're just like, hey, what the fuck? And then out of nowhere, 1 week, it will just be cold for the rest of the winter. But there's not really a fall, and that frustrates me. I want to see trees that change color, and I want to see, and the music is crescendoing, and I want to see trees that change color, and I want to see crisp winds and fall pies. Oh, God. And leaves littering the streets, and yet all the trees are just still green or just sad brown.